Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing this Fender Stratocaster. It is a Japanese made 1972 reissue. As you can see there, it's definitely made in Japan by the little decal there. It's a 3-bolt neck, and you've got the skunk stripe there and the bullet rod there. And it's got the traditional 1972 kind of flared headstock, kind of famously played by Ritchie Blackmore and Yngwie Malmsteen. That's the kind of the different features of the guitar that makes it stand out from other Strats. You've got your usual 5-way toggle switch there, and your tone, and volume. The kind of whammy system is just kind of your standard Strat floating bridge there with your springs loaded in the back. This is a surprisingly versatile guitar. Obviously, it's got more modern components built to the 1972 specifications. So you can get some quite hot kind of, you can even push it to metal kind of zones, but obviously it's very happy in the kind of blues sort of things. So obviously that's on the neck pickup, which is my favourite kind of Strat tone, and obviously you can do some cool kind of and if you even wanted to, you can crank it up to kind of really high gain, and it actually holds pretty well as a single coil, guitar. Obviously, if you really wanted the kind of Yngwie Malmsteen sound, you could buy this guitar and then load the pick guard, the YJM pick guard, into the Strat, and it will save you kind of $700. So that if you wanted it to be a bit hotter, that's a good idea to do. But the standard Fender single coils are actually quite hot themselves. This is gain on 10 on a Marshall, and this is what it sounds like. Amazingly, it stayed in tune for all that. That's another downside, I guess, is that it goes out of tune. If you're going crazy on the whammy bar, it will go out of tune quite quickly. Apart from that, it's surprisingly quick on the neck, even though it is a C-shaped kind of fat Strat neck, and your action's quite high as a result. But you kind of adapt to it and push a bit harder, especially on the bends. My fingers are used to the kind of super Strat, kind of super flat necks, wizard necks and stuff. So I'm getting used to the kind of larger bends, the more effort you have to put into each note, which is cool, because it does teach you to be a bit more vigilant with your picking and your fingering. Because you can't just layer it in distortion and effects and get away with it, get away with murder like some of the other kind of super Strats I've got over there, which is a cool feature. But I mean, it is a classic, and I've also got the kind of the Yngwie Malmsteen signature strap, leopard print strap on it. I've unscrewed the kind of original kind of screws here where you'd put the strap over, so this never comes off unless obviously I want to clip it. So I'd advise a DiMarzio strap with it as well, so you can protect it, because it is obviously limited edition. There's only, I think, 140 in Europe and America, imported actually from Japan. They're very popular and easy to get hold of in Japan, but it's a bit different in the UK and America. You have to import them, and luckily they've done it for you. So I mean, a very reasonable price of around £500 and maybe $600. for this, which is pretty good, and especially if you're an Yngwie Malmsteen fan or Ritchie Blackmore and you can't afford to buy the signature, you can get this, which is pretty identical, minus a scalloped neck, and yeah, it's basically the same thing look-wise, and maybe a little bit different tone-wise. But yeah, if you're on a budget, I'd highly advise it. So that is a 1972 reissue 2013 ST Strat. Enjoy.